Sometimes you plan to do things and then plans change. And today, I made a plan to prepare for you for tomorrow a video on our trip, our holiday trip, our last day in Central Florida a few weeks ago on Easter weekend. Well, decided to postpone that for another week because I decided, along with Mrs. Rat, to take a visit to our home park and take advantage of passes that we have. That park is you know, makes me feel really good that Hershey is using the Hersheypark saying Hersheypark happy and Hersheypark fun, because that's what I grew up with. That's what they used to use as their music and as their promotional stuff, and it's really cool that they've gone back to that. So we're gonna walk in here. I don't think there's a heck of a lot of new things going on this year, but we're gonna look for something new or new things and see what we can find. One super cool thing that I've noticed when it comes to Hersheypark is that the music is all like non-IP, non-copyright music, so that's pretty friendly to content creators. So for me, I love that because I'm not gonna get dinged by YouTube for every copyright moment that there is here. Waiting to see if we'll see a Candemonium train coming here, but looks like maybe they're only running 2 trains today. Pro tip, Hershey is discontinuing physical cards after this year. So if you want one and you want to carry it over, if you're a renewer for pass, get one now, get one this year, because next year they will be gone. Man, there's nothing like coming into Hersheypark first time of the year. Everything is clean and fresh, painted, and get to hear the carousel music for the first time. Love it. This is new. These kids a couple weeks ago when we were in Central Florida got into a bunch of fights here, and it caused an issue, and so we got new policies. And if I'm being honest, it couldn't have happened too soon. We're back, Uncle Mildy. We're back. It is a busy day today. This is only, I think, the 3rd weekend that Hershey's been open. So yeah, it's pretty busy today. Not that I didn't expect that. We're gonna ride the railroad. Maybe it's a bit of a kid's ride, but that's okay. Mrs. Rat is embarrassed because she thinks it's just a kid's ride. There are other people without kids here. She's embarrassed because we don't have our kids with us, but you gotta do this so that the kids know what to expect, you know? Sure.
I'm not going to be afraid of this.
You never know. Lots of screaming on the pirate ship. Probably not doing that today. right? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Here comes the scooter into the station.
The wait time is 65 to 90 minutes.
Welcome back. Please raise somebody in the wheelchair department got to get out. Let's just walk to the edge.
Okay, here we go. In typical theegiantrat fashion, we're closer to the back than we are the front. And that's on purpose. I like seeing the trains, the people, the reactions. That's typically why I do back seat POVs. So let's see how this goes. I haven't been on this in probably 30 years. Monorail isn't operating for normal overhead. That's early.
They weren't right at the entrance. They were like farther in.
There's the bridge. We got a drop. Got a prospector down below. I don't know if he's looking for gold or coal. Storm runner, looks like it's running. Yeah, well, it's not really little kids, like a family coaster. I forget what they call it.
Trailblazer.
Trailblazer, yeah. Trailblazer.
I rode that before.
Yeah, it's a kid's. It's like a kiddie coaster. It isn't. There goes Storm Runner. Unfortunately, we won't catch the launch. It's pretty intense. And we're really picking up speed now. Jolly Rancher remix. I'm ready to drop backwards. tunnel. Yeah, well, the lines aren't that long there for those rides, but those rides are so cute. They're like mini little tiny real rides, some of them. We're going to the tunnel. Rolling into the station. Yeah, it's a 3-minute ride. So something new for us this year is getting the free refill thing that you get. It's not really free, but you know, when you buy the king size pass, you do get a drink cup, you get refills as part of it. I say it's not free because you're paying for the king size pass. So people say, oh, free refills. It's not really free. You know, you pay for it. It's bundled in with your pass. But of course today, somebody else is taking advantage of my king size benefit.
I'm sure it's over there.
Let's look at that cup. What's that cup look like? What does that look like? What did you put in that cup? Yeah, that
Fountain.
gut rotten Mountain Dew. That's what she put in there.
Fountain Dew.
She's got a Fountain Dew.
Yeah, can't drink it any other time.
Fountain Dew. Hey, by the way, the sun's out. Imagine that. Coming to a theme park or amusement park, whatever you consider this, and the sun's out while I'm here. That's rare. Usually that's when the sun creeps back in whenever I arrive, but the sun is out. So
Why are we walking in between people? Girls, this way.
yeah. Wonder if they're ever gonna open that monorail back up. All right, we're gonna try the Reese's Cupfusion. We have never ridden that. And it always says 60-minute wait, so we stay away from it, but we're gonna go in and see if it's actually a 60-minute wait. I never see anyone come in, come out, go in, come out, or anything like that in that ride. Again, I've never ridden it. I think it's like one of these shoot with like a laser tag gun type thing at a Target. Like, you know, the Astro Blasters at Disney or something like that, but I don't know.
It's not like the Astro Blasters. I don't like them.
We're gonna see. Well, you don't like the Astro Blasters because you can't win because you're not a Space Ranger, but maybe you're a Reese's.
I won last time.
Maybe you're a Reese's Cupfusion, Reese's Cup thing, whatever that is. Apparently, the premise is that we're fighting this guy or something like that in here. This peppermint guy. The League of Misfit Candy. Okay, so I guess we either fight this mint guy from the Misfit Candy Club Society thing, or we help him win. Not really sure. Guess we'll find out when we're in there. Apparently, these are the villains. Like gumbo and gumdrops and jawbreaker and crazy corn. Mint the Merciless is the boss character here. I don't know. Kind of like gumbo. He's missing an ear. We rode Reese's Cupfusion. I'm glad I didn't bring the camera in or try and film or anything like that, because they're pretty strict in there with that. They wouldn't even let people like have their cell phone out or anything like that. It was a fun ride. It was really kind of reminded me a little bit of Men in Black, the Men in Black ride at Universal in Orlando. But it didn't do any of the spinny stuff. It was kind of on more of a rail. Still really fun ride. Of course, you know, I won, of course. Not that there was ever any doubt in that. But, you know, it's always a cheater accusation with the sore loser over here. Right there. That's what sore losers typically do, accuse winners of cheating.
I just let you win. I
But
let you win, so you feel better.
in any case, it was fun. So we just decided we were on our way somewhere else. We decided to stop here this afternoon and just check out and see if there's anything new in the park or if there's anything new we could do. And I didn't really see a lot of new things here today, but it's also earlier in the year. One thing I'll say about Reese's Cupfusion, very slow loader. I think just the way that the ride is designed, the scenes and everything that you have to shoot at, just kind of necessitates a slow load. So I mean, that's probably a design thing that they didn't really figure as being a problem when they originally put it here. But anyways, just shoot at screens and a couple physical sets. It's a nice mix of both. All right, Milton, it's time to go. We will be leaving the park. We'll see you next time. Shadows are long here in the afternoon. Merchandise for this year, 2026.
I'm not buying candy in here.
Lots of new
I was stopping.
2026 merchandise. They have an actual Great Bear. I don't remember that last year. An actual Trailblazer t-shirt, sweatshirt. I don't know if they had stuff last year, but this year, all the individual coasters. Have merchandise. Here outside of Hersheypark. Butterbeer, Harry Potter stuff. It's interesting. Is that new? I don't know. Looks new. One of these. Mrs. Rat is just like having a... This is her favorite part of going to Hershey and the theme parks, is going through this candy store. Everything. She's like a kid in a candy store. She is literally a kid in a candy store. This is her theme park here.
I keep this on my desk.
Oh, she keeps this on her desk at the Imagination Institute.
I keep it on my desk so that I can get through my meetings.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be like Roz, you know?
Someone said I sounded like her, but I don't look like her.
Yeah. It's an interesting lounge fly right there. Isn't it? That's an interesting lounge fly right there.
Is it a lounge?
It's a lounge fly, a real lounge fly.
How much are they here?
I don't know.
Never buy one of these.
It's scented. These are scented. A scented lounge fly. All right, miss this. 80 bucks. About the price of a Disney lounge fly. This is one of those areas where you can kind of fill a bucket up with your various candies. And here it's the Hershey's themed candy, which is kind of neat. There's our friend Cupcake. Thoughts on Hersheypark? It's early in the season, and so the operations isn't quite up to snuff yet. It will be. This is typical. It's early part of the year. They're still in training mode and hiring mode, getting rides out and ready for peak season. So not all the rides are operational. Not all the trains are on the track. There's construction in different places in the parking lot. So be patient if you choose to come here on one of these early season weekends. I will say the lines are long, and because of the entire, early season crowd being pass holders and stuff, people are trying to take advantage of these weekends here in the early spring. It's nice out, so people are getting out. So yeah, you're gonna wait in lines. Just be ready for that, and understanding and patient with the workers, because as I said, it is early season. So we only got on 2 rides today, the train and Reese's Cupfusion, and the reason why we did them is because they were rides that we didn't do last year. So it was kind of nice trying things out. Not exactly new things. Not really new to us necessarily, other than Reese's Cupfusion. But it was a fun day nonetheless. Did you have fun today, Mrs. Rat? She had fun today. Unexpected. We didn't originally intend to do this today, but kids were elsewhere doing their kids elsewhere things, and we decided to do this because we were on our way to our next stop, which maybe we'll let you see where that is here through the magic of YouTube. This is where we are at. The Eagles Pro Store, Disney outlet, one of the only Disney outlets outside of the Orlando area at this point, here in Lancaster, in this nearly dead outlet center. Anyways, we're gonna go in here to the Disney store, see what we can find. Maybe stop the Eagles outlet before it closes here in the evening. Usually they have good Disneyland stuff in here, so that's what we're gonna do. All right. Hey, touch some grass or a churro.